Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. Eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. This one we're doing a little bit for science. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm in my back room today, which means we get Peter Can Thunderbolt poster. Ooh, Peter Can Thunderbolt poster. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I am doing something else. What is it? I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my bronze shirt. Yeah, buddy. It's a little bit dirty. Um, it doesn't look that dirty when I look at it, but anyway. What the hell is a bronze shirt? So Brawn is pretty much my favorite Transformer. Certainly my favorite Autobot. If you don't know, I'm a nerd. And I grew up watching the original Transformers, the G1 series. I was always Team Autobot, although, I love me some Decepticons too. And Brawn kind of personified just like everything I loved about, the Autobot side. Like, he's this like tiny little dude who will beat your ass, but like at the same time, like, he shouldn't really be in the middle of a conflict and a war. I just love Brawn. He's an amazing character. If you ever want to talk about Transformer stuff, by the way, please feel free to hit me up. We can go over there and chat. Anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it for science? Well, it's for science because I want to find out if it was necessary to go through the level of bullshit I did or not. But here's the thing. So I went over there and I got off work not too long ago and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go grab something to eat, do all that stuff. Let's look inside the freezer, see what I got. So I've had something in there for maybe a couple weeks now, and I was like, you know what? Now's the time. That specifically happened to be, boom, from Bettergoods, which is kind of the upscale in-house brand from Walmart. Like, they have Great Value, which is their value brand. Bettergoods is them trying to be a little bit fancier, schmancier. Okay. This is their hot honey chicken and waffle breakfast sandwich. Okay. Now, folks, I've reviewed plenty of hot honey stuff, so much so that I have an entire playlist called Hot Honey is the Money. This review is going to end up on there. But here's the thing. This was supposed to be straightforward, pop it in microwave, review it. This had a bunch of extra instructions, though. Because it's like, oh, we need you to go over there and separate the chicken from the waffle pieces. We need you to go over there and put it in the microwave with sauce side up and microwave it for a minute and 30 seconds. Then take the chicken out, put it in with the waffles, wrap it in a paper towel, do it for another 30 seconds for optimal chicken and waffletude. There we go. So I did that, and it was stupid, and it just immediately was like, this is too much effort for something that I bought as a Walmart brand. But then it got me thinking, do I even need to do this? It comes with two, so I just took the other one out, popped it in for 2 minutes, and didn't do any of the other steps. So, we've got, boom, this is the one that I did all the steps on, and then we got, boom, this is the other one that I just tossed it in. I do have to admit, there's better color on the other one, but first and foremost, let's get a thing for the thing here real quick. So we can, and we'll go like this, something like that, and we'll go, ha 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 ha. So let's try these out and compare them. It's not often that I compare a product against itself. Okay. certain parts of the waffle, I feel might have, I don't know if they got overcooked or undercooked, but they're definitely a little bit crunchier than the other parts. Okay. The flavor isn't terrible. I mean, it's a microwavable sandwich, but credit where it's due. Like, the chicken actually looks pretty decent. And yeah, you get kind of a sweet heat vibe from it, from the hot honey. I like that. I'll be honest with you. I've had worse gas station sandwiches than this. So, granted, that's a low bar, but I'll give it to it. Yeah, it's not bad. Chicken isn't amazing, but, it tastes decent for what it is. It's definitely best when you get a nice dose of that hot honey, which personally I could have done with more, but okay. That's not bad. Honestly, that's not bad. The hot honey definitely saves it from being kind of mediocre, but I mean, that's part of the whole deal. So, let's take a look at this one. Now, this one, oh no. Well, maybe. The waffle's definitely crispier on this one. Now, I will mention, the waffle on this one did break before I put it even into the microwave. I took it out of the package and it broke. So, but let's give it a go. I'll say this: if you want your waffle crispy, just pop it in. Honestly, I kind of like that texture. It's kind of nice, gives it a nice crunchiness. Because whereas the other one, yeah, you had occasional moments of like crunchiness, but again, I couldn't tell if that was because it was over or undercooked. This though, the crunchiness is actually nice with the waffle. And yeah, I mean, chicken got cooked for the same amount of time in both, so like fundamentally that didn't really change. Still get the sweet heat. I mean, really, yeah, the only real major difference is just the texture of the waffle. I would say because it is a little bit more cooked, it might take away a little bit of some of the flavor from the hot honey. But that might have just been there might have been more hot honey on this one versus the other one because you're still getting that. You're still getting the nice, again, nice sweet heat taste from it. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, overall, for what it is, which is just a microwavable breakfast sandwich, it's not a bad option. Again, I've had way worse. Even, something like Jimmy Dean related or something like that. I've had worse Jimmy Dean sandwiches. This isn't terrible for what it is, but four questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Is it worth the extra bullshit? And which do I prefer out of the two that I went over there and created? Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go with yes, yes, no, and honestly, I could take either. Because I get why they did what they did with the waffle and everything like that, but I don't mind the waffle being crispier. It would have been one thing if it like gotten like rock hard or something like that. Obviously, that would have been a problem, but it doesn't get to that point. It's still perfectly malleable, and it honestly offers a nice textural difference. So I honestly don't mind that, and as a result, I probably wouldn't go through the bullshit of all the stuff and everything, the extra steps. Like, it works out perfectly fine. Now, the thing is, if you don't want that crunchier texture, you can go through those extra steps. It's not like it's a huge deal. But when you're talking about microwavable food, you want as few steps as possible, man. Like, that's the key to this whole thing. Knowing your audience. I get that they're trying to do a little bit more upscale with it and stuff, so I get where they're going for it. I can kind of appreciate it, but I mean, as an overall experience, like, again, they're not terrible. I like sweet heat. I think the hot honey comes through pretty nicely. I'd like more of it, but honestly, they're pretty tasty breakfast sandwiches no matter how you want to put them together. I just think for me personally, like I said, I wouldn't bother with the bullshit. I just pop them in for 2 minutes, get a crispy waffle. Now, if I'm recommending it, sure, it's nothing amazing or anything like that. In fact, it's definitely not anything amazing. But again, I've certainly had worse. Chicken and waffles is a great staple. I mean, it's a wonderful, beautiful thing. I've even reviewed some chicken and waffles on the channel over the years. I need to go to like a really proper chicken and waffle place, though. That needs to be a thing I do. You could do better than this, but in terms of like something that you're gonna buy just to go over there and pop in the microwave, like honestly, this is probably one of your tastier options. But same time, you could go over there and buy a big old thing of Jimmy Dean's, what have you. So it's a little bit more upscale. I do appreciate that it brings a little something extra to the table. So yeah, I would still recommend it. It's nothing amazing. You definitely don't need to go out of your way for it, but if you want some relatively easy chicken and waffle sandwich to go over there and make in your microwave, it's there. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly chicken and waffles-tastic rest of your life. Because, folks, chicken and waffles. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, which do you think you'll prefer? Or which do you prefer if you've gone over there and tried this product and, like me, decided to go over there and try it a couple different ways? Do you think that the crispy waffle texture is a nice addition, or do you prefer one that's a little bit more cohesive in terms of the overall eating experience? Let me know.